New company could change the way you travel. A ride-sharing group called Uber is making it easier and cheaper than a taxi for those who do not have a car in South Bend to get around. Here's how it works. Anyone who needs a ride can download the Uber app onto their smartphone and enter in their pickup and drop-off locations. Then an independently contracted driver will come and take you where you need to go. WSBT fact finder Chang found out today cab drivers are not happy about Uber's arrival. They also claim Uber drivers are breaking the law. Annie, which law is in question here?
Yeah, Jennifer, it all has to do with proper licensing. Indiana requires anyone who drives for hire to have commercial license and insurance. But Uber only requires that drivers be over 21 with a relatively new working car and personal insurance. That could mean legal troubles in the future.
Carrie Clear has made a living taking people where they need to go.
To go to the bar, to go to the grocery store, to go to doctor's appointments, to get to work.
Clear owns the Blue Ribbon Taxi Company in Mishawaka. He's not worried about competition as long as it's fair. And right now, he says Uber isn't playing fair. State law says anyone who wants to become a driver for hire, including Clear's cabbies, must jump through several hoops first.
They have to have a public passenger chauffeur's license, so they've had to have a physical. The city of South Bend requires a drug test, so you know that your driver is not partaking in illegal substances.
Uber's drivers do have to pass a background check, and driver Dan Tinkle says the company does insure them.
Uber also has an insurance policy that while I am technically on the clock or providing you a ride, there is a $1 million coverage.
Still, the State Bureau of Motor Vehicles requires drivers for hire to have a chauffeur's license. But Tinkle says Uber services are different from a taxi's, and that driving is not his full-time job.
And I am not going out and soliciting rides downtown when the people are hitting the bars. I'm not sitting in the taxi queue at a hotel.
The BMV tells me the state does not have the power to enforce those laws. It's up to the local government. And the City of South Bend spokesperson Kara Kelly tells me ride sharing is not considered driving for hire right now, but the city is willing to give it a closer look.
In the meantime, what about the cab drivers
then? That's a good question. Clear says he and other local cab companies have a meeting set up with the City of South Bend tomorrow morning. They're going to talk about Uber, what it means for them and this market.
All right, Annie, thank you very much. Well, this afternoon, South Bend International Airport released a statement saying Uber is not allowed to pick up passengers because the service does not have a contract with the airport. Airport Executive Director had said, quote, "Our ordinance and rules and regulations are in place for the safety of the traveling public. This is why the approved vehicles for hire option at SBN is taxi cabs at this time."